Hello friends, welcome to our classes. My name is Arun Kwatra and I will teach you today chemistry. In chemistry we will take a chapter that is atomic structure, which is known as structure of atom. Atomic structure atomic structure. Here are two words, that is atomic and structure. First we will discuss about atomic, that is atom. What do you mean by atom? Atom is a part of element or matter, a part of a matter which cannot be further divided, which cannot be further divided, which cannot be further divided. That part is known as atom. What do you mean by that cannot be further divided? Means if we take any object and break in very small fine particles or parts, and further that part cannot be divided in any form, that part is known as atom. Here in 1808 Dalton proposed this concept, but later after we know that atom is made up of electron, proton and neutron. Further, after later discovery, we know that electron, proton, neutron combine to form a atom. Here electron, proton and neutron are fundamental particles of a atom, fundamental particles of a matter or of an atom, fundamental particles, that is electron, proton and neutron. But after later discovery we know that proton and neutron is also formed from subatomic particles, that is quarks. These are made up of a subatomic particle that is known as quark. So student, atom has three fundamental particles and proton, neutron is made up of quark. Quarks or quark is also of two types, that is up quark and down quark. Up quark and down quark are the two types of a quark. Now we will discuss about structure. This is a structure of atom. This plus sign shows nucleus of an atom. Nucleus of an atom, and this circular path, these circular path shows orbits in which electrons revolve. Orbits is a fixed path, या orbits are fixed path in which electrons revolve. Orbits are fixed path or fixed circular path in which electrons revolve. Here nucleus has positive charge. Nucleus has positive charge due to presence of protons and neutrons. Due to presence of protons and neutrons. This is the basic structure of an atom, in which circular design, a circular path shows a fixed path which is known as orbits in which electrons are revolved, and plus sign shows nucleus of an atom in which protons and neutrons are state with positive charge and neutrons with neutral charge. Here, electrons, proton, neutrons are fundamental particles. Electron have a negative charge. Electron have a negative charge which is equal to minus 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19 coulomb. This is fixed value of charge on an electron. Here C represents a unit which is known as coulomb. C represent a unit, SI unit, which is known as coulomb. This is the SI unit of a charge. SI unit of a charge. So if we take proton has a fixed charge which is equal to positive charge, has value plus 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19 coulomb. Coulomb is SI unit of charge. Here neutron have no charge, that is neutron is a neutral. No charge, that is neutron is a neutral. Neutral fundamental particle of an atom. Here up quark has a charge plus 2/3 E. Here E represent charge on an electron. Down quark have a charge. Down quark has a charge minus 1/3 E. E is also a charge on an electron. Here these are some fundamental particles and have fixed value of their charges, but these two are up quark and down quark are subatomic particles of an atom. Here 2 points are more we will discuss, that is what is the size of a nucleus. Size of a nucleus. If we take first orbit, that is nucleus, and this is our first orbit, then this distance is measured in a unit which is known as angstrom, which is equal to 10 raised to power minus 10 meter. This is equal to 1 angstrom. Angstrom, and represented by 1 A naught. This is the size of nucleus, and angstrom is the SI unit of atomic size. This is the SI unit of atomic size, angstrom. Now, what is the unit of nucleus size? Sorry, what is the size of nucleus? We can say about 10 raised to power minus 15. 10 raised to power minus 15 meter, and this is known as Fermi. This is known as Fermi. But if we take a nucleus, that is nucleus, and this is our atom in first orbit. This distance is known as Fermi. Point inside and outside of nucleus, this distance is known as Fermi. And if we take this distance is measured in angstrom, that is 10 to the power minus 10 meter. This is the size of nucleus. This is the size of atom, atomic size. This is the size of atom, that is atomic size, and this is the size of nucleus, that is 10 to the power minus 15 meter. So students, now we will discuss about up quark and down quark in detail, and we will show how up quark combined with down quark to form a charge plus 1 unit, that is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. So student, now next topic is our quark, up quark and down quark. Up quark and down quarks. Up quark has a charge a quark have charge plus 2 by 3 e. E is the charge on an electron, and down quark have charge minus 1 by 3 e. E is the charge on an electron. Now proton is made up of two up quarks and one down quark. Up quark has a charge plus 2 by 3 e, and down quark has a charge minus 1 by 3 e. Now we will solve. 2 to the 4, 4 by 3 e minus 1 by 3 e. If we take LCM, then 3 is the LCM. 4 minus 4e minus 3, 4e minus 1e becomes 3e by 3. It becomes E. E is the charge on an electron. That is, if we take only magnitude, then E has a magnitude 1.6 10 per minus 19 coulomb. If we take with positive sign, it becomes charge on a proton. That is charge on a proton. So students, if we ask by how many quarks and down quarks made up a proton, then we say 2 up quarks and 1 down quarks are combined to form a proton. Now second case, down quark is equal to, or neutron is equal to 1 up quark plus 2 down quark. Neutron is made up of 1 up quark and 2 down quark. 1 up quark has a charge 2 by 3 e, and 1 down quark have a charge minus 1 by 3 e. Now we will solve this equation by taking LCM. 2 by 3 e. First of all, we will multiply 2 by 2 with minus 1 e, which become minus 2 by 3 e. Now 2 by 3 e minus 2 by 3 e becomes 0. So neutron have no charge. So neutron is a neutral subatomic particle. So this is our explanation. Proton have positive charge and neutron is a neutral. And proton is positive due to this equation. Now we will take number of electrons in a orbit. What is the formula of number of electrons in an orbit? This is our nucleus with positive sign. This is our first orbit. This is second orbit, and this is our third orbit, and so on. First orbit is known as K shell. This is L shell, M, N, O, P, and further goes on. K, L, M, N, O, P represents the number of orbit. K is the first orbit, L is the second orbit, M is the third, N 4, O 5, P 6, and so on. So electrons are revolving in their specific orbits. These orbits have fixed energy values, but we will discuss later. Now we have to consider how many electrons in an orbit. So there is a formula 2n square. N represents the number of orbit. Here is n 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here is number of electrons revolving in that orbit. Number of electrons revolving in that orbit. This is our first table. So 2n square means 2 into 1 square, that is 2 electrons. In first orbit there are total 2 electrons revolving around the nucleus. In second orbit 2 into 2 square, that becomes 2 4 ja 8. In second orbit total number of electrons are 8. In third orbit 2 into 3 square, that is 2 into 9, 18. In third orbit total 18 electrons are revolving around the nucleus. And fourth orbit 32 electrons, and in fifth orbit total electrons are 50. Now you can find in sixth orbit, seventh orbit by putting value of n in this formula, that is 2n square. Here these are number of electrons in first orbit, second orbit, third, fourth, fifth, 2, 8, 18, 32, 50 respectively. Now we have some basic points, basic values related to electron, protons and neutrons. Then we further discuss about Dalton atomic theory and J.J. Thomson model of atom, and further other models about atomic structure. Now here is our first point. Number of electrons, that is 2n square. Electrons, first of all, who discovered electron? Then we can say J.J. Thomson. Thomson discovered electron. Second point, what is the charge on an electron? Which is equal to minus 1.6 10 to the power minus 19 Coulomb. Coulomb is the SI unit of a charge. What is the mass of an electron? Mass of an electron is 9.11 into 10 to the power minus 31 kilogram. Now, what is the ratio of charge to mass? Charge by mass ratio is given by J.J. Thomson, which is equal to minus 1.76 10 to the power 8 Coulomb by gram. Coulomb by gram. This is the charge by mass ratio, which was given by Thomson, and charge was discovered by Millikan by oil drop experiment. By oil drop experiment. These are the some basic points about electron. Now we will discuss about proton. Protons have positive charge, and proton is discovered by Goldstein. Goldstein discovered proton, but it was named proton by Rutherford. But it was named by Rutherford. Now, what is the charge of a proton? Which is equal to positive charge, and fixed value 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Now third point, what is the mass of a proton? That is 1.672 into 10 to the power minus 27 kilogram. Now question arises, what is the charge by mass ratio for a proton? Very important question. What is the charge by mass ratio of a proton? Then we can say 9.58 into 10 to the power 4 coulomb per gram is the charge by mass ratio for a proton. Now most important question, what is the ratio of mass of a proton to mass of electron? What is the ratio of mass of a proton to the mass of a electron, which is equal to 1837 times? Very important question. What is the ratio of mass of a proton to the ratio to the mass of an electron, which is equal to 1837? So students, these are basic points about a proton. Now we have a neutron. Who discovered neutron? James Chadwick discovered neutron. Chadwick discovered neutron, discovered by Chadwick. Now second question, what is the charge on a neutron? We know that neutron is neutral, that is no charge, zero charge, and mass of neutron is equal to 1.674 into 10 to the power minus 27 kilogram. So third question arises, mass of a neutron divided by mass of an electron is equal to 1839 or 1840 times. So these are basic points about our fundamental particle, that are electrons, protons and neutrons. Electrons revolving around the nucleus. Neutron and proton are present in nucleus. So nucleus have positive charge because neutron have no charge. And these two fundamental particles, proton and neutron, also known as nucleons. And these fundamental particles, that are proton and neutron, are made up of quark. These are very basic points about atom and atomic structure. Now we will discuss about atomic theory, which was given by Dalton, and this is the main basic points which was given by Dalton to explain further about atom and structure of atom. If Dalton did not give about some points which are atom is made up of very teeny particles, that is electron, proton and neutrons, or also atom is not divisible by, if we break, then these are the most important points. Now we will discuss about first theory, Dalton's theory, that is atomic theory. Dalton's atomic theory of atom, या atomic theory. First point, smallest part of a particle or a matter, smallest part of a particle or a matter is known as atom. Second point, atom cannot be divided further. Atom cannot be divided. Third point, atom neither be created nor be destroyed. So these are 3 points in which smallest part of a particle or a matter is known as atom. Atom cannot be divided further, and third point, atom neither be created nor be destroyed. And fourth point, atoms of same element have same mass, same size, and same chemical properties. If we take atoms of hydrogen, then all atoms of hydrogen have same size, same shape, same mass, or same chemical properties. If we take atoms of oxygen, then oxygen atoms have same mass, same size, same chemical properties. But if we take different atoms of different elements, then those atoms have different mass, different size, and different chemical properties. So students, this is our fourth point. And fifth point, atoms combine in a chemical reaction gives molecule of different compounds. Give molecules. So students, atoms after combining gives molecules. Actually, atom combines in a chemical reaction. When two atoms combine in a chemical reaction, then the product is formed is known as molecule. Now these are the basic points of Dalton's atomic theory. Now we will further discuss about J.J. Thomson model of atom, which give us this basic structure, very basic structure of atom. So students, we will take our second theory, which was given by a second model, which was given by J.J. Thomson. Thomson model of atom. Thomson model of atom or plum pudding model of atom or watermelon model of atom. So this is the structure of atom according to Thomson. Here negative charge particles that are electrons are embedded in that positive sphere. Negative electrons are embedded in the positive sphere, that is these black lines in between the electrons shows positive charge which is spread about inside the sphere. This is the positive charge. This is the positive charge, electrons are embedded. Like a watermelon, edible surface is positive charge and seeds are negative charge. So this model is known as watermelon model of atom. So according to Thomson, we can conclude atom have positive and negative charge. Positive and negative charge. Second point, atom is neutral. Atom is neutral because positive charge is equal to negative charge, and positive charge and negative charge neutralizes each other. That's why this sphere has overall no charge. So these are the basic points of J.J. Thomson model of atom, plum pudding model or watermelon model. So these are basic points, but what are the limitations of this model? Because Thomson could not say about stability of atom, stability of atom, or you can say after revolving electrons loses their speed, but they do not jump into the nucleus. So this is the main limitation of Thomson model of atom. Now we will discuss about second model, that is Rutherford model of atom. Rutherford model of atom. Rutherford model of atom. You know, Rutherford named a positive charge body which is known as nucleus. So Rutherford model of atom has some basic point and experiment. Rutherford model of atom. Rutherford model of atom. Rutherford take a gold foil, some alpha particles have positive charge. Alpha particle have positive charge. Now this is gold foil and circle shows atoms of gold foil. This plus sign shows nucleus of an atom, and negative sign shows nucleus inside the gold foil. This model is based on alpha scattering model of atom, alpha particle scattering. Now these are alpha particles which have positive charge. So you observed, when alpha particles strike a gold foil, then some alpha particles strike back and shows small deflection, and some particles passes through without any deflection, but some particles shows large deflection. These are some basic observations made by Rutherford. On the basis of these observations, Rutherford concluded some points, but we have to consider first some observations. First observation is that some particles shows small deflection. Some particles shows large deflection, but a large number of particles do not show any kind of reflection, no deflection. So on the basis of this observation, Rutherford concluded, if small particles have small deflection, then we can say there is positive charge inside the atom. There is positive charge inside the atom. After reflection, these particles have small deflection. Second point, some particles have large deflection. You can say that positive charge inside the atom is very dense. And third part, a large number of particles show no deflection, means there is empty space inside the atom. This is the third observation. Now, very dense positive charge means nucleus. Empty space means these are the orbits inside the atom. This is the observation and this is our results. And this is the observations. On the basis of these observations, Rutherford concluded the structure of atom, but he could not explain about the stability of the atom. Why electrons revolving around the nucleus and do not jump into the nucleus after losing their energy. Now, this is the Rutherford model of atom. Now we will discuss about Niels Bohr's model of atom. Niels Bohr model of atom, which explain the stability of atom, why electrons do not jump into the nucleus after losing their energy. This phenomena is observed by Niels Bohr. So we take Niels Bohr model of atom. This is our Niels Bohr model of atom. First we explain, this is our nucleus, these are the orbits. He explained electrons revolve in a fixed circular path or orbit which have fixed energy level. This is the main point of Niels Bohr model of atom. Electrons revolve in a fixed circular path with fixed energy level. Now, second point, electrons which have same energy, which have same energy, revolve in same circular path, in same orbit. Electrons which have same energy revolve in same orbit. And third point, electron does not loses their energy while revolving in a orbit, but if a electron jump into lower orbit from higher orbit, it loses energy. This is the third point. And same is our fourth point. If electron jump from lower orbit to higher orbit, this means electron gain energy. These phenomena are given by Niels Bohr model of atom, which explain how electron revolves around the nucleus without losing their energy. But he also says, if electron jump lower to higher orbit, it gain energy, and electron jump from higher orbit to lower orbit, it loses energy. This is the reason of the stability of the atom. Now this is our topic. Thank you all students for watching this video.